help me welcome to the stage Zach Mickelson with the Mickelson team.
Thank you. Hello, hello. San Diego, how we doing? Yes, there we go. I'm Zach Mickelson, been a realtor, just joined Real about a month ago, best company on the planet, so super happy to be here. Gonna start off with, like I said, I am a 23-year-old realtor. I got licensed at 19 years old, so been in the business for 4 years now, and I went to a ton of webinars when I first got started, and everyone would be there. They're 15 years in the business, 20 years in the business, and I couldn't relate to anyone. So a lot of my content is going to be towards new agents, young agents, or if you're just struggling trying to make that next move, a lot of things on here are going to be very pivotal for you, and it's things that you can get started on tonight, tomorrow. I promise that you will walk away with something that you can implement tomorrow, and it's directly correlated to all of your businesses. So the problem is not you, it's your systems. I'm very systematized guy. Every day I log into a new system that I'm working on. I will share a lot of those systems with you. So I promise if you're struggling, it's not you. You just need to get your systems aligned with your goals. So like I said, I started in this business at 19, so fresh out of high school. I didn't know anything about real estate. I was still playing baseball at the time, and I never had another job. I got right into real estate, and I started my first day. I was like, I'm super excited. I get my database going, and I have 13 people. My aunt, my uncle, my brother, none of these people are moving. And it took a lot of work to get to where I was at, but I didn't have any handouts. I didn't know where to start. I just did the simple things that Jason, that all these people that were up here before me were talking about. I just did them, and I did it consistently every single day. I tracked it, and I'm gonna go over all those things. So I'm now on year 4. I've got over $50 million in real estate sold, and I just started my own team in Orange County, got our office in Brea, so super excited for 2026. So the big lie, I don't have enough experience to be successful. It's something that I heard when I was 19, I still hear now. Hey, I've been in real estate for 10 years, 15 years, 30 years. You call someone that's a listing agent, they're like, oh, I've been in the business 30 years. We hear it all the time, and that doesn't matter. What matters is being an expert. Your clients, sellers, buyers, they wanna work with an expert. Experience does not matter. If you've been in the business 15, 20 years, I'm sorry, you probably don't want to hear that. But if you're new and you're young, be an expert. You can get any listing you want. You can work with any buyer you want when you're an expert. Clients want to work with someone who's an expert. So in a year to 2 years, if you just take what I'm teaching, everyone else up here was teaching, this is what's possible. You can have all your systems mastered, you can build a brand, you can have your schedule under control, and you can attract business. You can have people calling you, texting you, emailing you, hey, I want you to come list my house. Hey, I want you to come help me buy this home. You're gonna have people reaching out to you, which is a major difference in 1 to 2 years. So these are the 7-point system that I follow that I'm gonna go over with you guys today. So number 1, identity mixed with your mindset. You need to get over the fact that I'm new, or I'm young, or I'm struggling. You need to change your mindset to, I'm experienced, I'm an expert, I'm the best person to list any home that I go on in Southern California. I'm the best buyer's agent for any buyer looking for a single family, a condo, a townhouse. Change your mindset and change your identity that you are the best realtor for anything that comes at you. Number 2, environment. Super important. Surround yourself with people who are gonna push you, people who are like-minded, that wanna take you to the next level. When you're always the number 1 in the room, you're not gonna grow. Have people around you, join mastermind groups, hop on role plays, hop on Zooms, Facebook groups, whatever it is, but surround yourself with people who are gonna push you. Invest in coaches, invest in people who are looking at your business, because you can always do more. No matter what, you could be doing $100 million, you can do more next year. So surround yourself with people who are gonna push you every single day. So non-negotiables daily, these are things that myself and everyone on my team follow no matter what. There's no if, buts, or whats. You have to do this every single day. The first one is follow-up. I have a full slide on follow-up, so I will get into that. Number 2 is Instagram stories. You have to have an Instagram story every single day. Constantly engage with clients, swipe up on your clients' stories, like them, heart them, leave a comment, and put something on your page every single day. We have daily accountability with people on our team. If we catch someone without a story, it's $100. You have to Venmo right away. No ifs, whats, or buts about it. You have to Venmo, and we have a strong accountability for a story every single day. Practice as well. Role play, practice with each other, practice with people, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, practice with anyone that you have, and go over. If you have a listing appointment tomorrow, the first time you're saying those things to that person should not be tomorrow. You should have those practice before you get there. Have conversations. Have as many real estate conversations as you can have every single day, and I promise you'll see success. Number 4 is going to be skill stacking. So focus on your skills. Objections. Be very, very good at your objections. Communication. Over-communicate with your clients. I am going to submit an offer. I let my clients know I'm submitting it. I let the listing agent know I'm submitting it. It's been submitted. I got the counter. I talked to my clients. Constantly communicate with your clients. I promise they'll appreciate it. Be a market expert. And so what I mean by market knowledge is if you're going to go on a showing and you've never been in this city before, and I promise it takes about 5 to 10 minutes. Learn all of the comps, learn all of the agents who sold the homes. When you're there showing the home, you can point across the street. Yeah, by the way, that sold for $1.3 million, and that one over there sold for $1.5, and they're there on the showing like, wow, this guy knows everything, and little do they know you have never sold a house. That is a way to be a market expert. Know which comps sold, and then if this was a flip, oh, they bought this for $980, they're now selling it for $1.3, it took them 3 months. Be a market expert, and your clients will appreciate it, and you will get people like, wow, you've been in the business for so long, and like I said, you just started. And then lastly, camera confidence. Be comfortable speaking in front of your clients, being comfortable speaking on camera, whether you're on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, FaceTime. Have camera confidence, and that will lead to confidence with your clients. So number 5, your personal brand. Establish a personal brand in real estate, personal and business-wise. Your brand is your pipeline. When people look at you, they should know your face, they should know you're in real estate. Grow a number of people that when they look at you, they can be like, that's Zach Mickelson, he's a realtor. Continue to grow that number and your personal brand this year. Number 6, follow up. Follow up, I live by this. I promise everyone on my team hears this from me every single day. It's from Ryan Serhant. Follow up until they die, and then follow up with their kids. Constantly follow up, follow up, follow up. If you're not following up, I promise you someone else is following up with your clients, and it might be me. I will follow up until they die, and then I will follow up with their kids. So constantly follow up. Why do an open house? Why door knock? Why do anything in this business if you're not going to follow up? How many times have you door knocked and they said, hey, come list my house? If there's no hands up. Yes, it doesn't happen. They're going to be like, yeah, you know what? I'm 6 months away, or I'm a year away, or I'm 3 years away. Perfect. My dream client, some of you guys are going to laugh at this. My team laughs at it all the time. I would rather have someone who's, hey, Zach, I'm 6 months away from selling, than, hey, I want to sell right now. Because over those 6 months, they're going to get 10 newsletters. They're going to get 3 things in the mail. They're going to know every home that just listed, just went in escrow, that just sold. They're going to hear about it from me. And then that time when they're ready to list, there's no one else they're going to interview. They're like, Zach, 6 months, you reached out to me 40 times. You have to be the guy I'm going to list with. And then that's how you get the come list me's. Rather than you get a lead right now, you have to earn everything. Oh, yeah, I charged 3%, but I just met you yesterday. It's a lot harder to show your value. So follow up, follow up, follow up. I promise if you're not following up, someone else will. Don't do anything in this business unless you follow up. I have a full follow-up system that I use that if you DM me on Instagram follow-up, I will share you the full system. It also will track all of your closings. You throw your closings in there. So when it's Thursday and you've been following up for 4 weeks in a row and you're getting no one's responding and you're sending text messages, I have years and years of text messages and calls and I get nothing. And then they respond, and they're like, hey, I'm sorry, I'm ready. The reason I throw my commission next to my follow-ups is motivation. When I'm like 10 follow-ups in, no one's responding, why am I doing this? I go look at my commission, and I look, wow, I just made $20,000 on this one lead that I followed up for a year. Starts to make it a lot easier to start sending the text messages and making the calls. So if you guys want this, DM me on Instagram, and I will send this to you directly. Number 7, think long term. I know when you're new in this business and you're just getting started, it's really hard to think, what does 5 years look like? What does 10 years look like? But I promise you, when you get in that mindset of, wow, 5 years, Zach is going to be doing this, I'm going to be doing this, your life changes. You will start seeing things differently. You will realize the importance of the things that you're doing right now. So stop thinking, oh, I don't have money now, or I don't have deals now. Think in 5 years. The work that you put in now is gonna be the future. If you don't have business right now, the famous quote is, look 90 days ago. What were you doing 90 days ago? You weren't door knocking, you weren't prospecting, you weren't hitting your numbers. So what you are doing now helps your future self. Fail every single day. The more you fail, the closer you are to yeses. I went 0 for 6 on my first listing presentations. 0 for 6. Like, that's almost impossible. Like, no one wanted to work with me. Continued to fail, and eventually I got yeses. Then I got more yeses, then I got more yeses. So fail every single day. A question I ask a lot of my team members, instead of like the yeses, it's like, how many times did someone slam a door in your face? How many times did you fail? Fail as much as you can. I promise you, it builds confidence and it gets you closer to the yeses. Track everything. If you cannot measure it, you cannot improve on it. I have all of my numbers in a sheet from 2022, all of my contacts, all of my door knocks, everything tracked. If you can't track it, how are you going to know how you're improving? Track every single number. It's going to take some time. It might be 30 minutes on a Sunday night when you want to go to bed and you got to track your numbers, but track them. Track everything that you did for that week, because you might think you had a really good week, and then you go look at your numbers and you had 12 contacts and you watched 2 movies on Netflix and you really did nothing, but you thought you did a bunch because you got a lead. That doesn't matter. Track your business so that you know how you can improve. Speed dating. For anyone who door knocks, this is my tactic when I'm door knocking. It's like I'm speed dating. If I go and door knock and they give me a bad face or they're just not matching my energy and my vibe, I'll leave the flyer, I'll go to the next one. I'm speed dating. I wasn't interested. They weren't interested in me. I'm not interested in them. That will help your mindset so much when you're door knocking. When you get a no or someone slams a door in your face, you're speed dating. It wasn't meant for you. Just go to the next person. Oh, this is a pretty house. Oh, let's see if there's a pretty person in there. Speed date while you're door knocking and watch how many more conversations you get and how much better the conversations are. And you don't even focus on the person who just told you to F off 2 doors ago because you were speed dating. You're never going to date him anyways. You moved on to the next person. So treat door knocking. You can do the same thing while you're cold calling. Treat prospecting like you're speed dating. If I had to start over, I would start right here. I'd post every single day. So if I was brand new here, what do? I'd start posting. I would call every single day. I would door knock every single week. Get your face and your name in front of as many people that you can every single day. Take risk, spend money. A lot of people say don't spend money. I disagree. Spend as much money as you can on your business. There's a reason why we have credit cards. It all works. So spend as much money. I promise you will see a return. Invest in your business, and you will see the return that you're looking for. And so lastly, it's your turn. In 24 months, if you take action now, there's so many webinars and things that all of us go to, and we just go home the next day and nothing happens. It's just another day. But take action. If it's not something for me, if it's something from anyone else up here, just take action. Your life can change around very, very quickly. 2 years ago, I was only selling about 5 houses. I had no confidence. I was on a team. Never would I have thought I'd be a team lead. I'd own a building. I would have all these accolades that I have, but it just came from consistency every single day. So final message I have is nobody will save you. Just take action. Thank you. And like I said, if you guys DM me, I got a great follow-up system. Thank you, guys.
Zach, nice job, man. Before you leave the stage, I got a couple questions for you.
Yeah.
So I think follow-up is one of those things that sounds simple.
Yeah.
Dan, do you follow up with your clients? Yeah, of course I follow up with my clients. But something tells me it's not exactly how you follow up with your clients. You go a lot more in-depth. Do you time block it?
Absolutely.
Tell me, what does this look like, and what are the top 2 or 3 things someone can do to ensure that they can maximize the amount of reach outs that you call follow-up?
Absolutely. So it's definitely time blocked. It's an hour to an hour and a half every single day, and it has to get done. With the sheet that I have, it makes it super easy. In the morning, I have 7 people, I have 15 people. They have to get hit, and the next day you move on to the next. And everything's different. I try to bring as much value when I'm following up. It's never, hey, I'm just checking in, I'm just following up. They don't care about that. Like how Jason had the sales in the neighborhood. I love that. I love when a house goes live. Even if they just bought or they're not moving, just let them know. So follow up with value as much as you can. Send client gifts. I'm really big on Christmas gifts. I sent out 50. I got all 50 responses back for 2025, which was amazing. I got 2 listings out of it. So give value when you're following up and giving them gifts.
Awesome. I love that. Where can people, so you have your system here, and you said you learned from Serhant as well. So does Serhant have resources where you learned all this, or where did you get
No, everything was self-created. I just got the quote for follow-up from him. But everything that I'll share, if you guys reach out to me, everything that I've pretty much created.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I have one other question. So before we reach out to you to speak today, I was kind of creeping on your Instagram a little bit. And one thing that stood out was this giant Blackstone griddle that was all over your Instagram with a big red bow right on front of it, waiting for your clients as they were showing up to get the keys to their house. And I have a bunch of thoughts on it, but I want to know, what is your strategy behind that?
Super simple. Especially for the right clients, which 80% of my clients, they grill, they have great backyards for it. They're going to be using it in a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. Oh, wow, where'd you get this Blackstone? My realtor. Oh, my realtor just got me a bottle of champagne. That was it. So I try to make the closing as memorable as possible. I'll get them some tequila. I'll get them some champagne. This is the last memory they're really going to have of you. Let's say you did a wonderful job throughout your escrow. You gave them a credit of $2,000. You went above and beyond. And then at closing, you're like, hey, the key's in the lockbox. And then later, they're scrolling on TikTok. They're scrolling on Instagram. They see my video. They see someone else's video where they're doing this huge celebration. And they go, man, our realtor didn't do that. So I try to make them feel as appreciative as I can. A Blackstone is super, super simple. It's not crazy expensive, and it's something that's going to stay in their backyard for hopefully a couple years, and it's just a talking point for when they have friends over and they're using it.
So I like all that. I also think 2 other things. One is when they show up and you're already there with that Blackstone, the first thing in their head is, he's still working for me. And it's like the lasting impression that they have. And then number 2, people are scrolling on your Instagram. What do they think? I want a Blackstone. All I gotta do is buy a house? That's pretty easy. Let's go ahead and do that.
I've done stories like that before, like, hey, free Blackstone, all you have to do is buy a house with me. I'll get laughing emoji swipe ups. I've done like nice bottles of tequila, like, hey, if you guys want to drink this weekend, buy a home and you can have this bottle. Like, yeah, it's funny things for sure.
I love it. All right, give it up for Zach, everybody. Nice one. Give all that stuff. Okay.